If you heard a strange collective groan echoing around the internet this week, don't worry, Santa didn't crash land on a rooftop. That was simply the global reaction to Meghan Markle's latest attempt at holiday domination. Her Netflix special, With Love, Meghan Holiday Celebration, has officially arrived, and so has the chaos. Imagine a 56-minute glitter-glued carousel of crafts, curated friendships, and dialogue that sounds like the English language got tossed into a blender and reassembled by an AI trained exclusively on Pinterest boards and inspirational tea mugs. It's festive fever dream energy, just without the charm. Critics across the entire spectrum, Daily Mail, The Times, Guardian, Telegraph, Independent, basically linked arms, lit a unity candle, and declared in one voice, absolutely not. 0 stars were dropped like snowflakes, except colder, meaner, and somehow more detailed. One critic even called it quite mad and a little bit sad, which honestly feels generous, like handing out compliments at a funeral. The crafting chaos. The episode opens with Meghan teaching her friends how to make Christmas crackers, but not the real British kind. You know, the ones with the terrible joke, the paper crown that rips instantly, and the tiny toy that doesn't survive past 3 p.m. No, Meghan's crackers have sweets, actual edible sweets. Every British person over the age of 5 collectively short-circuited. One reviewer said in 61 Christmases, they had never witnessed such a violation of cracker tradition. Some might say Meghan is reimagining holiday customs. Others might say she's once again borrowing from a culture she loudly insists she's done with. Potato. Then comes the gift wrapping segment, where Meghan announces that red is a festive color. Groundbreaking. Scientists everywhere wept, historians fainted, the color wheel filed a restraining order. The craft countdown. 4 crafts, 4 increasingly confusing creations, 4 perfect examples of what happens when you throw Pinterest inspiration at a mansion and hope something sticks. We get platitudes, platters, pear syrup, 3 random friends, 2 invisible children who never appear on camera, and 1 English prince who shows up long enough to criticize a salad. Honestly, that was the only relatable moment. The beetroot anchovy fennel situation looked like a cry for help disguised as a side dish. The Naomi Osaka moment. And then the cameo heard around the world. Naomi Osaka appears with the kind of forced smile people use on Zoom when their boss starts talking uninvited. Her face practically screamed, "I do not know this woman," louder than any line delivered in the entire episode. The vibe check. The whole special carries this bizarre combination of condescension, curated chaos, and a desperate attempt to win the Pinterest Mom of the Year award. Meghan floats around her mansion like she's running Santa's influencer headquarters, offering hosting hacks that would send any real person preparing Christmas into full emotional shutdown before the canapes are even plated. One reviewer lovingly described the special as white noise to dull the senses and a vegetable crudité wreath made of raw broccoli and desperation. Another reviewer wrote that the show feels like being around very wealthy people who believe making a salad makes them relatable. Elite delusion at its finest. And then there's the fashion. Remember when Meghan claimed she wasn't allowed to wear colors as a royal? Now it's neutrals on neutrals stacked on more neutrals, like a walking beige mood board. Character development, continuity error, budget cut, who knows? Here's the real issue. Meghan's holiday special isn't terrible because it's bad TV. Plenty of terrible TV becomes iconic, sometimes even legendary. It's bad because it's aggressively boring, painfully self-serious, and unintentionally comedic in a way that makes you grateful for the comments section. Truly, the commenters delivered more entertainment than the show itself. Netflix might cling to this project like it's a gingerbread lifeboat, but viewers everywhere agree, panned and soon canned.